Welcome to this week's edition of Mainely Motorsports.
Can you and I be friends? Here we go.
This is Mainely Motorsports, a comprehensive rundown of all the local racing action with your host, Steve Perry.
People tell me, when they see me, you're the guy, the Mainly guy.
Highlights, in-depth interviews, and stories behind the action. Add to the show at 207-324-1220. Live on the radio, live video stream, and on demand as a podcast.
My goal in life is to have an empire, my Mainly empire.
Now, let's get local. Mainly Motorsports.
I think it's time to set new goals.
Why is that?
Really? I don't know.
Well,
no.
That's the way to start the show?
No.
New goals?
Context, please.
No.
Where's your brain?
Chains of Maine ice cream.
Yeah, no, I already had an ice cream. I bought a large today because I had a little bit extra time to sit in the parking lot.
And he had his doctor's
Yeah.
Why is that, Steve?
yesterday.
Well, I got here early.
Yeah, why though? I mean, you've had phone problems today?
Well, I've had phone problems today, yeah.
So you've been trying to get a hold of Steve. It's not that he hates you. It's just that he's had a little charge.
Yeah,
on
my
his
charger
charge
is-
is a little dull.
Yeah.
I don't understand. It's a brand new charger.
Well,
I just bought it for you. Mine's older and same exact charger.
But
Oh, yes, I know. You work. I don't work.
no, you
Is that
work.
what you're going to say? I
No,
don't
you-
abuse my charger.
You said it.
I don't abuse
You
my
work.
charger.
I didn't say you don't work.
Well, I don't work using my phone.
Yeah, no, I work. You work. I didn't say it. Why are you always gonna
stop already?
I think she sits home all day.
I sit home all
waits
day.
till Andy
Seriously,
touches
dude.
this thing off and like just wants to
Goes
start
off.
it. Like she just like wants to
No,
start
you
the
just
fireworks.
irritated me about the charger because I just bought it.
Sorry for instigating that conversation, guys. Dude, welcome to our show, though. We have a pretty stacked one for you tonight. Really glad that you're here. Deb, who makes this show possible?
This show is possible by Rejuvenate Canna of Parsonsfield. Supplying the Northeast with the finest flour and more ways to enjoy their products are coming really soon. We just got the word they're going to open the retail store in about 5 to 9 weeks. That's a big spread. Connect with them on social media, primarily Facebook and Instagram. And also by Dow Excavating. Now and still hiring the right CDL driver.
Maybe they found him. We just need to update.
Yeah, Matt, call us if you've got someone. It's a family-run company out of Hollis, DowExcavatingInc.com. And also this week by New Hampshire Motor Speedway, NASCAR's back in action and in the playoffs for the first time in years. It's headlined by the Mobile One 301 on Sunday. Tickets are still available.
301.
That's the place to be this upcoming weekend.
Yeah. Later on during the show, we're going to have someone who's going to be tuning or is tuning all of the Hendrick engines, too. Scott Maxim has ties to Maine. He's a native Mainer. He's been down there forever. Started a Busch team with Ricky Craven back when it was the Busch Series. You can learn all about that. Really excited to have him join the show right around 6:30. Before then, we have the fastest arborist in New England joining the show. Man.
He's looking. Okay, you don't know arborist.
You don't know what an arborist is, do you? Steve?
You work in landscaping.
Listen.
Do you know what an arborist is? Answer the question. Do you know what an arborist is?
Listen, I feel attacked by the three of you.
Why? Because I used a big word?
And
No,
you,
I know.
his eyes went, what?
No, I knew.
I didn't say a thing.
Listen, I know what an arborist is, but I just felt like the three of you were attacking me.
It was
Because
the
we
look.
instantly all three thought you
Yeah.
don't
Has
know
no
what an
idea.
arborist is.
Had that look of
Listen.
like,
You did have the look.
I don't know what I'm going to order on this menu, but I'll have the left side,
Like,
please.
I know what an arborist is, but the three of you were coming at me.
I did not.
Like, listen, the three of you were coming
We
at
looked
me.
at you, waiting for you to, because you're
It's called looking for each other's cues and eye contact,
and
bro.
and your face gave us
Yeah.
pure panic.
Listen, I didn't want to talk about trees, all right?
Which is what,
Well, we're going to have to with
because
Ryan
with
Green.
Ryan,
Listen, I know we will.
goes hand in
listen,
hand.
Listen,
what?
what's on the trees?
Branches,
Don't.
What's on
Pine
the
needles.
trees?
branches,
No,
leaves.
Like the
Leaves.
little old lady, the blind little
She's
old
not
lady in
blind.
my cousin Vinny.
She wasn't blind.
Leaves? Yeah.
Anyway.
I love Marissa Torres.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's one of my favorite.
You want my
is it
microphone?
me? Is it my mic?
Those are headphones, Steve.
Yeah.
Oh, headphones.
Is it me that?
No, that's mine.
That's Andy. So
What
yeah,
else we got going on
So-
here? You do you have any direction or?
I'm all
I
kinds
did.
of directions.
I did print out something for
There's a
the.
schedule, but
so
obviously
what is-
Steven
what is-
has not read it
What is
yet.
pretty interesting is
Wait,
the guy that stole the show at the Star Classic didn't even take home any hardware.
No, he
No.
didn't.
No.
He took home some hardware, but
Yeah.
it was from inside his race
But
car.
we will hear from Ryan Green and
Holy
you know,
smoke! I woke up Saturday morning and saw
Oh,
that. Was it as
so
bad
scary.
as?
So scary.
I saw the whole thing happen.
Yeah.
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 So
Did your
scary.
driver do it?
No.
No,
okay.
but luckily
It was
nobody
all-
did.
it was
Okay,
not-
good,
You know what I
good,
mean?
good.
Are you
It was
putting that
all
on? You can't put that on
mechanical
Dan
failure.
Winter. I had Dan Winter.
Oh
that
no,
Friday
Dan wouldn't have
night.
done it.
No, no.
I never know, dude.
Luckily, you know,
It definitely
it
wasn't
was
a
a
race.
mechanical failure
Yeah.
and
And he'll
just
tell us more.
unfortunate that
Yeah.
you know this small little family
Stuck throttle.
team.
Yeah, it
just,
was
Greatest
bad.
little family team. Yeah.
You know, just unfortunately, that's how they end their season. You know, and we'll hear from him. But great Star Classic. You know, they had one little hiccup in weather Saturday night, but they were able to get everything in. A lot of happy people, and I will say, and I'm not. This isn't a self promotion.
No,
this is a
Mainly
promotion
Motor-
of Bobby Weber and his staff and the people that step up to help sponsor these cups. It is a big deal to take home a classic cup.
Yeah.
Those have really
How
turned
many
into
did you
something.
do? Like 86 or something like that?
No, it ends up being 50 something or
Oh.
60 of them. And when I left Thursday night, this is a tribute to what these mean, right? I was leaving Thursday night, and the second and third place guy in the pure stock division in the pits had their classic cups sitting on their roofs, and their families were just looking at them and taking pictures of their cups sitting on their roofs. And that's what it was all about, like their classic cups sitting on the roofs of their pure stocks. And they're like, oh, maybe next year
Get the
you'll be
bigger one.
second and I'll be first. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
what,
when you get to a certain level, and we did this over at JDV as well. You know, you got guys like Doug Kobe. They've won everything, right? Well, he wanted to win the modified race at Monadnock because it was the duel at the dog, and it was the dog trophy. So people, to your point, race for trophies once they've...
Especially when it's a special one.
Yeah, the adulation of winning only goes so far. Once you've done it, all the times that you've done it, what else is out there? And you want to do it so you can build your trophy collection.
And
so.
what the Webbers have done and Star, that weekend everybody gets the same thing. The beer wagons, the MRS, they're getting the cups, and that's what it's a big deal. And the talks about leading up to it is, so it's a big deal. So
you know what I can't wait for? The bricks. Right, someday, Brick Oven Pizzeria is going to be so big that when you give out trophies, you're going to give out trophies as a brick oven pizza, and all of them.
They could give out bricks at Star. It used to be a brickyard.
Yeah.
So listen, in honor of you next year.
Okay.
Oh
Andy,
boy.
If you're willing to come to a race,
of course. What are you saying? I don't get out.
He never leaves the house.
you come. I will take a night at our track or a day.
Yes.
And we will call it the brick something.
Oh, you want him to come to our track?
You're going to come to our track.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And you're going
He's been there.
you're going to present the
the
theme of the day. It'll be
we'll do a brick oven.
Something. It'll be around the brick, and the theme of the day will be brick, and the trophies will be themed about brick, and everything will be about a brick.
Yeah.
And,
Well, you sent the picture out to the group chat today.
Yeah,
about where were you? Walmart?
No,
Lowe's.
And Brick.
I'm like, am I getting a new oven?
No, it was with Brick. And Brick was the one that picked it up. He goes, "Hey, there's the start of my business. You done my business. We're on the way in to get some stuff for a job, and we're trying to go make some money for LST."
Right.
And Brick said, "Hey, just done my business." like you guys have created a monster.
That's we didn't create it. We just took a leaf blower to that fire that you had started years ago.
Bad.
So
That's funny.
yeah.
So I
Brick's-
guess I'm not getting a new oven.
no, you're not.
I don't need one.
But you're gonna be Brick's PR girl.
God help
Well,
me.
that's awesome. There are a couple different ways you can connect with the show here tonight. Of course, we love that you're listening on 104.3 FM or 1220 AM across the Seacoast Oldies digital streaming platforms, whether it's seacoastoldies.com, any smart speaker on the Seacoast Oldies app. And you can also watch it on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's Seacoast Oldies, obvious handle. And then you can also watch it on Facebook, which many of you are doing. We want for you to connect with us socially here tonight because, we've talked about the New Hampshire Motor Speedway race. Tell you what, much like we did last week, all new followers between now and 6:50 on Instagram and Facebook. You have to like Seacoast Oldies or follow Seacoast Oldies, whichever platform calls you to do follow or like. You do that. We'll keep track of all the new follows and likes until 6:50. And each platform will get a pair of tickets.
Nice.
So we have 4 tickets to give away to the Cup race. The what, Greg? Mobile One 301. So that's, again, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram. Somebody who's a new follower on each of those platforms is going to win a pair of passes to the Cup race on Sunday, thanks to New Hampshire Motor Speedway, who are one of our 3 sponsors here tonight, along with Rejuvenate, Canna and Dow Excavating Inc. Some great racing throughout the weekend, though. You guys have some results?
Yeah, I'm gonna hammer out the classic results, and congratulations to all these winners over there. Thursday night it kicked off. Pure Stocks, Billy Osborne. Mighty Trucks, Kyle Chandler. Street Stocks, Charlie Baldwin. Beer Wagons, Adam Perkins. Friday night, in what was controversial, but it was corrected, Joey Ryron picked up the Pass Super Late Model win. Slingshots, Jacob Vaughn. Pass Mods, Zach Bowie. And the 6-shooters, Matthew Hertaw. Saturday night, the MRS, John McKennedy. Dennis McKennedy Memorial 350 Super, Jeffrey Battle. Bob Weber Senior Memorial in the Big Block Super, Jeffrey Battle. Nelcar Legends, Ryan Vanassi Jr. And the Nima Lights, Jake Trainer. And then on Sunday, the Pro Trucks, Ryan Kuhn. The Late Models, Jeff Rollins. Pro 4 Mods, Doug Meservey Jr. Dwarf Cars, Andrew Harmon. And then the Crown Vics, Tyler Moore.
Nice.
I got some Wiscasset stuff over here. Wiscasset Saturday night. Kerrigan Glazer won again in the Roadrunners. Adam Chadbourne cleaned up in the Modifieds. Daniel Harding won in the Late Models again. And because of the upcoming Strictly Shootout, past Saturday night, the Strictly Street race was their championship night, and that was won by Zach Emerson. The race was won by Zach Emerson, and he clinched a championship in that also.
Nice job, Zach.
Like his third one.
Yeah.
Yep. Congratulations.
Is that
No
Larry
relation.
Emerson's grandson?
Yes.
Larry's?
No, Larry's
it's Larry's son.
Larry's son.
Yep.
Jonathan's dad.
Yep. Jonathan races late.
Okay, I
Yep.
get the two confused. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Yep.
Congratulations, Emersons.
All right, and we'll do
Great name, no relation.
All right.
We'll do our little track up in Richmond at LST. The box stocks was Jace Pastore. Junior sportsman was Coe Talon. The sportsman was Welker Reynolds. Senior sportsman was Parker Doucette. Senior champ Nate Fogg, first time winner. And the master champs, another first time winner, Matt Gilly. The wing champs was Rick. Mini cups was Rob.
McCallion.
Adam
Callahan.
covered, guys. You know what? When we all do the break, it sounds like a dog talking.
Yeah, but I'm not good at that. And then we also had an exhibition race with some Wiscasset stars. And in the top three, we had Billy Childs for first. Second was Nick Morton. Your writing is horrible. And then third was Scott Eck.
Who finished 12th?
She puts it back on you.
Oh, you wanted to be about you. I'm not doing it.
Who finished 12th?
I don't know. I don't consider that you finished it. You raced 3 laps.
Peeve Starey.
I was in a. You want to see something funny?
Yep.
So there was an extra cot.
Okay.
I've lost 100 pounds. So I squeezed down in it.
Nice.
So then I said, well, I got to go get a jacket. I raced in shorts, right? So I said, I got to go get a sweatshirt. So I come out to go get a sweatshirt. Well, news travels fast.
Oh, yeah.
Guess who found out?
Who found out I was going to race?
Because I have to work,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm headed in where she is to go get a sweatshirt. Well, out she comes. She looks like that mother that just found out you did something. I mean,
I'm watching you guys the whole show. It's the same face.
high stepping.
Never changed.
Did she have a wooden spoon in her hand?
Oh, my God.
You probably would have liked it if she had a wooden spoon
Oh,
in her hand.
hell yeah.
She was coming high stepping.
Well, I mean, I was more concerned health-wise because the man hadn't eaten since 10 o'clock the night before.
Wait a minute. You know that?
Yes,
Oh,
because
yeah,
I was with
she
him.
keeps track of everything.
Holy
Well,
smoke.
no, we.
yeah.
You are like a human Fitbit.
You
I-
have no idea.
I do now.
Well,
No,
we
you
happened
don't.
to be because we went to Bangor also, so we stayed at the casino that night
yeah.
before we went to our track.
Oh, yeah.
So the last thing the man ate was a chocolate chip cookie and some salt and vinegar potato chips
so
at 10 o'clock at night.
she is fit
has
to
had
be
nothing
tied.
else all day. He never stops. Runs up and down. Doesn't. Maybe a
So she
thing
is
of water.
giving me the look.
So I'm
right?
like, no. Blood sugar, no.
I'm like, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I know my limitations.
No, you don't.
Right? So
Anyway, we're running the
I'm
show
a
over.
showman.
Let's go.
Right?
Yeah, oh, yes, you are.
So I'm sitting there, right? I'm like, don't worry about it. You just relax.
You go back in your garage.
Right?
Yeah.
So you'd have thought I was a NASCAR star.
Oh my Lord! They all come in. Well, we have a few that were like, I don't want to. I
So
don't
one
want to
guy-
make Deb mad.
So I'm like, I need a helmet. Let's go. Get me. So he's got a helmet. He's like, I don't know what to do. I want to help him, but I love Debbie. Like literally,
Who was
it's a
this?
grown man.
It was
Kyle Lorraine. Like
Okay.
Yeah.
scared to death, right? I'm like, just let's go. Get me suited. Let's go. So they are buckling me. I don't know how to do any of it, right? So
Right.
they're getting me going. So then they're walking around. They're all pulling for pills, right? They want me to start on the pole. I'm just there to, like, just to put on the show.
Finish
right?
12th, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not starting on the pole. I'm not. I just want to go a few laps, give the kids something to smile about, laugh about, and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
They give me a piece of.
It was not.
Probably not a piece
that's
of crap.
not nice.
It was
but-
probably my added weight that stripped the gears off.
Yeah,
the damn
he
thing.
already blew the clutch.
Yeah.
We owe the guy a clutch. All sorts
Yeah.
of stuff.
So
So anyway, it was a great exhibition by
Yeah.
them.
and we
they-
gave them the top 3 whoopie pies
Yeah, we did the whoopie
made
pie.
by Caitlin Levitt. They all loved them. They messaged Debbie that night, want to know who made the whoopie pies because they were
Big
delicious.
hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love her cooking.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So
So anyway,
So that's
let's
great.
move
We
on.
do have to we are going to take a quick little break because we have Ryan Green on the other side, the most famous and fastest arborist in New England, and we'll talk about his Star Speedway recap in just a couple of minutes. It's Mainly Motorsports on Seacoast Oldies.
The NASCAR playoffs return to New Hampshire Motor Speedway September 19th to 21st. This year, it's going to be wicked faster and wicked funner. 3 days of racing, camping, concerts, and fireworks. Grab your friends or make some new ones. And when the checkered flag drops, one driver takes home the giant lobster. Don't miss New England's biggest race weekend, the NASCAR Playoffs, September 19th through 21st. Get your tickets now at nhms.com.
Getting older doesn't have to feel like it's a constant battle. Rejuvenate Canna offers natural relief, thoughtfully made, just for you. No pills, and you don't have to go through a series of specialists to get the relief you need. Rejuvenate Canna supplies dispensaries with the highest quality handcrafted flour across the Northeast. Connect with Rejuvenate Canna on Facebook and Instagram and stay connected.
Hey Ryan, we're going to check in with you in about 30 seconds or so. So thanks for joining us.
Rejuvenate Canna. Quality, care, consistency. Retired doesn't mean you're done. If you've still got the drive, Dow Excavating has the wheel. Dow Excavating of Hollis is searching for a part-time CDL driver. You'll drive parts of York and Cumberland counties. Local routes for a family company with local roots. Competitive pay for someone who's put in the miles and enjoying the ride of life. Find more information at dowexcavatinginc.com. That's dowexcavatinginc.com. Dow Excavating is an equal opportunity employer.
And now, back to Mainly Motorsports.
Welcome back to Mainly Motorsports. And usually when you steal the headlines of a race weekend, it's usually from Victory Lane. But on the air now, we have Ryan Green, that was the talk of Star Speedway from this past weekend. And unfortunately, not from something that I did by standing in Victory Lane. And Ryan, welcome to Mainly Motorsports.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you for asking me to come on.
Yeah, and much rather be talking to you about standing in Victory Lane and a great night. But first and foremost, glad to be able to be talking to you because you're okay and you're healthy. But man, what a ride you took!
Oh, so scary to watch.
And I don't even know if it was halfway through that feature, huh?
I think 20 laps.
Yeah, yeah, for like 25 laps or so.
Yeah.
It was definitely one of the more wild rides, that's for sure, when it's pitch black out and you don't know where you're going. But.
Yeah. So I don't think a lot of people still don't know what happened other than you left the racetrack. So take everybody through what actually happened to cause you to end up where you ended up.
The throttle ended up sticking going down the front stretch. We still don't have an exact reason of why. When we got it back to the pit area, it was back where it should be. We did find a thick piece of plastic on the intake. We're thinking that came up off the track and got wedged in there somehow. But that's how my luck goes. If something can go bad, it will go bad.
Yeah, and when something like that starts to happen, I mean, you can think as quick as you want to think and hit the brake and hit the throttle and do whatever, but you're basically along for the ride. Am I correct?
Right, absolutely. It was like you only got a split second to make up your mind. So I've only been in that situation one other time in my whole racing career in 25 years. And so just real quick, I was like, okay, get it shut down and get the throttle pulled back. I have a toe pull on my throttle, and I tried to get it pulled back twice, wouldn't come back, and I missed the kill switch the first time, and I got it the second time. But at that point, I had the brakes locked up as well, and at that point, I was already to the top of the track, and I knew I was in trouble right then.
Yeah, and then...
I mean, yeah, you were like airborne right into the all people could see.
Yeah, the brakes wouldn't even work because you don't have it. It's not the Back to the Future car.
No, and literally, like a lot of people, they're watching their driver or whatever, and then off to the side they can see you, and all we could see was the trees moving, and they were kept moving. It wasn't like, oh, you hit a tree. They were all moving.
Yeah, I think it's not a good record to hold, but Bobby Weber told me he thinks I hold the record for going the furthest in the woods.
You were a good 8 feet off the ground, I think, when you went into the trees, like completely airborne. And I was scared for you.
Yeah, we were all very frightened.
Yeah.
And all I could think of was like Lindsay. I had just seen Lindsay in the ladies' room a little bit ago, and we were talking about, oh my gosh, how Friday afternoons go, and soccer practice, and getting the boys ready, and everybody was so excited, and she was so excited, and hometown track sort of, and then that, and that's all I could think of.
Yeah.
The scary thing about a wreck like that is, like most race car stuff, you know, the safety equipment's there for a reason. But there ain't no safety equipment for a branch coming through the window net and spearing you or something like that. So to get out of that without something like that, you're lucky, you know.
Yeah. Luckily, the only thing I got was a few small branches that came in through, and like I said, they pistol whipped me going through there. But I was lucky; it was just all small stuff, and I actually missed pretty much every bigger tree that you could hit with the car. So it wasn't the hardest hit I've taken, that's for sure, but it was the most violent, and the pictures with the body damage and everything actually make it look a lot worse than what it was. The car isn't a complete loss per se, but it's at the end of the life with us anyway.
Ryan Green is our guest. He was in the trees in Star. You know, they say that during a plane crash, I mean, despite the fact that you're in a plane where the motors are still going, trying to keep you off the ground, it gets real quiet before you hit those trees. Was it real quiet in the race car when you went into the woods like that? And how loud was that wood when it made contact with the car?
Actually, it was quiet the entire time. I don't know if it's just because my mind was racing. Because, like I said, as soon as I felt the steering get light, I knew I was in the air, and I just let go, and I was like, okay, there goes another car. Oh. And luckily, like I said, it wasn't too violent when I got in there. It was all small, just a small thicket, but it stayed quiet the entire time.
Now, were you able to maintain radio communication as soon as everything stopped and let your dad know? Because he was standing on the fence, you know, real quick, right down in front of where we were sitting, and kind of let him and the crew know that, hey, I'm okay and everything's good there and all that.
Yeah, he was screaming across the radio, but he just kept yelling, "Let me know, you okay or what?" And luckily the radio didn't come unplugged because it came out of the radio box and out behind the seat. Wow. And so it just took me a minute, and honestly, I wasn't even sure if I was okay. I just was kind of still in shock of going out there, and I heard my dad yelling on the radio, so I answered him. I said, "I think so, I'm getting out." And then Jason Ricker was quick getting there. He had trouble getting sick, but he thrashed through it. He was yelling, I'm yelling back to him, and then finally we got to each other, and he was happy that I was all right.
Ryan, what was the conversation like with your kids after that?
Well, they know what happened. My youngest, he just keeps saying, Daddy crashed. But, the oldest, he thought it was kind of neat, but at the same time a little scary. But they don't understand the whole concept. Obviously, they're only 5 and 3. Yeah. They just keep walking around saying, "Oh man!" And my oldest kid actually, Jesus Christ, Sunday morning I went out and started taking the car apart. And I told him, "Hey, pick those sticks up. Give me a hand." He said, "This is the last time I'm helping you. You better pay attention."
That's awesome.
So I guess I got to pay better attention.
Yeah, it's funny. We call Matt Gain the lumberjack. I don't think he's ever had that job, but you're the legit lumberjack because you mowed down some trees, even though you don't own a skidder.
Yeah.
Right. All right.
She's driving like a skidder.
Yeah.
Next day and showed me the path I cleared out, and I guess they had some fun getting the car out of there.
Yeah, it was quite a...
Yeah, no, and then it really makes you, you know, I mean, we all know the chances you take when you strap into these rigs, and, you know, you're around other competitors, and, you know, you could hit a patch of oil or anything, but it really, it makes it, you realize that a lot of the guys, most of these guys, you know, they got to get up the next day and go to a job and support their families and all that. So, you know, when you see these accidents like that, and that was a fluke. That wasn't, you know, 2 guys battling for the lead or, you know, the last lap or halfway through.
Let's talk about
we can talk about that one later.
You know?
I think you stole the show from it, Ryan.
Yeah, you know, I mean, this was just a fluke thing. And
there's legit one person that's excited that Ryan Green crashed, and his name's Tom Mayberry.
Yeah, you know.
He's off me for a few minutes.
So, I mean, it just shows that, you know, how things can change. And, you know, I mean, you're very, very lucky that, you know, 5 feet one way or 5 feet the other, and we could be talking about something different here.
Right. Yeah. No. Absolutely. I'm very thankful. That's one thing we don't skimp on is safety. And then Jeff Taylor builds a hell of a race car. Yeah. I've tested that out 3 times. So if anybody questions
You're going to be his crash dummy, I guess.
Yeah. Distances, crash
Not that
dummy.
you want that, but at all. But, and it's hard because you are a little family team. And, we see some of these other racers and they're doing stupid things on the track and they can replace their car with another check. And, you're a small time family team. And it's hard to take these losses.
I drive by their house all the time.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, we're realistically, it's me and my dad foot the bill, and then I've been very fortunate the last 2 years to get a few guys locally, and they stepped up huge. But like you said, stuff like this happens. I can't just call and order a brand new $100,000 race tomorrow.
No.
But I'm fortunate to have friends like the Dwyerans.
Yeah. I hear he's offered you a car for Friday.
Yeah. Already offered me a car. We're not fully sure what's going to happen.
I'm pretty sure from what I heard your mother would say no.
No, she did start with no, but she's on the other fence now. I got to convince the wife.
She went from no to on.
She turned it.
Like I said, right now we're kind of on the point of there's only 2 races left for me anyway, so I already having a back injury previous to this. It's semi. The racer in me wants to go race. That's all I want to do every day. But
you got to think health-wise. Yeah.
So that must have
make better decisions when you got 2 little kids.
2 little kids and family to take care of.
That
Absolutely.
must have been the tough part. Like, how hard was the landing coming down? Like, because there's crush zones when you hit the wall forward or backward, but there's nothing when you land flat.
Right. Honestly, I didn't think it was bad, but obviously it was enough. You're
sitting
on your back is playing for it.
Yeah, you're sitting on basically solid and strapped in there, so you nothing. So.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Well, we're glad you're okay. It was pretty violent. It was scary.
It was real scary. I know a lot of people were wondering how you were, and to hear you say how you were was important. So.
I don't even know what that is.
That's the Lumberjack. That's the name of the song by Jackal.
No, I'm very thankful. A lot of people reached out. My Facebook Messenger was blowing up. People calling me and checking in and making sure we were all set. A lot of people have offered stuff, whether it be parts or cars, and got to thank Mike Bryant, SOS Towing.
Oh, yeah.
I believe he's going to offer up a car. Actually, I haven't even had to give him a call back, but he gave me a call, which was nice of him. Actually, I should say he gave my dad a card, so thank you to him. Sandy Haley offered to help out, which was her. And then, obviously, the Dwyerans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it has a lot to say about you and your father. Like, you're two of the best helpful, you're always there for everybody. And you're a great little, you're a great race team, and you're great on the track. Like, you're very well respected. And
no, we do our best with what we have, by all means. I mean, we have the best you can buy. And it came through a lot of late nights and sacrifices. Yeah. No different than any of the other guys. Everybody in this division works hard.
Oh, absolutely.
Without just we're a little bit underfunded compared to 3/4 of the field. But like I said, with the resources that I have, I'm very fortunate. We don't waste money trying to test new stuff. I'm very fortunate to have Joey's help, so we know kind of what's going to work before we get to the racetrack, and then we play around from there. So I don't have to waste all the money on the nonsense stuff.
Well, right on, Ryan Green. Hopefully you can get in a car this Friday and take him to the woodshed and go and pick up a big $10,000 victory and hopefully reinvest that back into your race program. We appreciate you joining Mainly Motorsports tonight, and best of luck with whatever you do for the remainder of the season, bud.
Yeah, I appreciate it, and yeah, hopefully I can get back out there. But like I said, as of right now, probably the season's over, and next year is unknown as well. If someone's willing to take a chance, I'm open to offers. So
there you go.
All right, Ryan.
Put it out
Thank
there
you.
for you.
I'll take a ride.
You got it, bud.
All right.
All right, Ryan. Well, maybe we'll see you Friday night anyway at Lee.
There goes there goes Ryan Green, everybody. Bobby Walker back at OPS had a thing for Dick McCabe called the Angels Expressway, and it was always the third groove at Oxford. I don't think anybody wants the Ryan Green Expressway at Star. I don't think that's going to be something that is backed up. So great to be able to talk to him, and hopefully they can get the funding they need to go back out there and do what they love to do.
Absolutely.
A couple different ways that you can connect with the show. 324-1220. You can call or text. You can drop something in the comments section, whether it's Facebook. Actually, Facebook is probably the best way to do that one, too. We have Scott Maxim joining the show a little bit later on. This is a guy who's going to be part of the big NASCAR weekend, as he is every single NASCAR weekend. He's basically the head engine guy at Hendrick Motorsports. So it's funny, we were supposed to do this interview earlier this afternoon, and I got a message from Hendrick Motorsports saying, hey, can we push it a half an hour? And I said, yeah, no problem, Why? Mr. H just walked in his office.
Oh.
So, you have your own meeting, right, with your own boss? That's nothing. Okay, I had a meeting today with my boss. It was just us talking about stuff. He had a meeting with his boss, and it was Rick Hendrick. So,
a little different.
It's a very important race for all of NASCAR. It's a playoff race. First time they're in the playoffs in a couple of years, too. So, we're going to check in with him momentarily. A way that you can be at that race on us is by following us on Instagram. Seacoast Oldies is the handle. You can also like the page as well on Facebook. So give us a like if you haven't done so yet. All new follows, all new likes before 6:50 will be in the running for 2 pairs of tickets to the Mobile One 301 at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. This is the big cup race on Sunday. Again, Seacoast Oldies on Facebook and Seacoast Oldies on Instagram. We greatly appreciate that. So let's give some time to a man who is a Mainer. He comes from Augusta, and he for the last 20+ years has really been the man over at Hendrick Motorsports. So much so that this interview is broken up by Mr. H himself. Actually, was delayed by that. So let's talk to Scott here just a little bit.
Well, Andy, thank you, and honored to be here with you.
It's awesome that we're able to do this today. We were supposed to do it earlier in the program, and both of us ended up in department head meetings, except yours is with someone much more famous than anything that I'm dealing with. Who was knocking on your door earlier today?
Well, we have Mr. Hendrick is often on campus and is here today and was coming through our shop, so always proud to have him come through, and he's put so much into everything that we do here and the investments through the years. Love to see him every time he can get the time to come through.
That's amazing that he is over 40 years into that business and still so committed to it. And he's your boss, too. Scott Maxim is my guest. He's the Vice President of Powertrain at Hendrick Motorsports. This weekend, it is the Mobile One 301. How do you set up your fleet of engines for this upcoming race?
For us, at New Hampshire and the current next-gen car, we have a transaxle with a sequential shifter, so it's more plausible and a performance advantage to shift. So most of the laps, our drivers will be shifting in 2 different gears. We'll be working through under green flag laps. So our RPM range is a bit more narrow than what it previously used to be. A flat track like New Hampshire, where you have to slow your min corner speed down around 100 miles an hour, would offer a broad range of RPM of about 3,000 RPM. And now, with the next-gen car and shifting as we do, that RPM range is now about 2,000 to 2,400 RPM. So what we do is we tailor the engine's power curve to optimize it for that RPM, and then we try to make the engine overall very drivable for the driver to be able to have have predictable power for their throttle input as they desire.
So besides Martinsville, because New Hampshire Motor Speedway has been described as Martinsville on steroids, is there another racetrack that you prepare the engines similar?
Good question, and I would say there's some similarities to Phoenix. You know, the two turns in Phoenix are quite a bit different than each other, but the combination of those two has certainly some similarities to that of New Hampshire.
I'm talking to the vice president of powertrain over at Hendrick Motorsports. His name is Scott. We're on a first-name basis because we're both Mainers. Where do you originally come from?
From Augusta, Maine.
And what got you started on your journey, which landed you at Hendrick Motorsports?
Really, it started with my uncle, Jimmy Burns, who was a well-known short-track racer in the state of Maine. He raced with a lot of folks that, when I was a little kid that I, had so much, appreciation for and looked up to, like Stan Meserve and my Uncle Jimmy. And then we got to know an engine builder who's really been a mentor and really one of the most influential persons in my life, being Dave McMaster. And I learned so much from Dave about engines and racing and taking care of people that I use to this day. And then through all that work, I met another person that's been always just my best friend and highly influential to me through the years and raced with, and that's Ricky Craven. Ricky decided to start his own Busch Series team, and he brought me on as a minority owner. And really, I would not have moved to North Carolina without that opportunity that was created from, being with a close friend and the commitment that I knew that we had to work with each other to excel. And really from there, I followed Ricky with him in support and working on the race cars, really right to the point of getting the Hendrick Motorsports. And he and I started here together in late 1996.
I've always been fascinated with that number 2 race team because Ricky started with a different race team and then said, you know what, I'm going to go do my own thing. He brought you along for the ride. So as a kid from Maine, working with another kid from Maine in the South in the 90s, can you give me a little insight on what it was like to be two northern boys starting a Busch team at really, at the time, the biggest NASCAR had been at that moment?
It was a special time. It really was. And it was, we started the race team with essentially near nothing and started it all, right from scratch. And that was 1994, and we went on to win 2 races that year and finished second in the points championship, which really was a tremendous accomplishment for a team that was just put together and started. And for many of us, many of the tracks that we went to were the first time we had ever been there.
How many hours a day were you working in the early days of forming that number 2 race team?
Oh, that was those were the hardest probably ever worked. And, we had a lot of volunteer help along with, a couple of employees. And even to this day, we still get together, and they will tell Ricky and I that those were the most rewarding days of their life. Now, that being said, maybe it's because it's also the most memorable because, we worked routinely, 12 hours, probably be a short day, 12 to 16 hours, pretty much 7 days a week, with a little bit of a break, maybe somewhere along the way for travel to and from a race. But we did that, but that's what it took. And we did that for about 4 to 6 months. And then, once we started to get things built up, we could, ultimately that level is not sustainable or healthy for a long time.
No, it's not.
So you do have to find a balance with what you can do to be your best.
You know, Scott, you were around so many great minds at that time, and even from the driver's seat, a Ricky Craven, a Jeff Gordon, and all of the people that you've worked with. Who are some of the people that you're really thankful? Some young person comes in, and you're like, I see myself in that person, and they're working with you today.
Oh, we have so many, and we're fortunate for that. We've got such a strong team that everybody that I work with is committed to our team, and they're committed to each other. And, I really have great, appreciation for that. And then certainly, I spoke of Mr. Hendrick earlier. He leads by example. He's as hard as I describe working, there's nobody that works any harder than that man does.
You guys are going into the weekend. How many races has Hendrick won at New Hampshire? It's a big number.
We've had a lot of success at New Hampshire. It's also a track that's difficult to get a hold of.
So talking with Scott Maxim, and the race is coming up on Sunday at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. We talk about powertrain at Hendrick Motorsports, and it's got to be amazing to see your race car in victory lane, not necessarily just at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, but on the big plate tracks like, say, the Daytona 500, where you guys have won an insane amount of races, whether it's the Daytona 500 or even the pole, too. The pole is basically all about the car that day. Tell me about the pride that goes into winning the pole for the Daytona 500.
We always look forward to and prepare as much as we can. Certainly all the teams do. We've had some great success at Daytona, and proud to say that for the last 3 years, our engines have powered the Daytona 500 race winner. In 2023, we powered Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the 47 team, and then in 2024 and 2025, it's been the 24 team and William Byron here at Hendrick Motorsports.
And you have such a stable of drivers that are capable of getting it done, with a driver that many are say is the greatest of this generation in Kyle Larson. Chase Elliott, always a front runner. Still old Winston Cup points. He's still leading if you keep track of that, which people like us do. And also with William Byron and Alex Bowman in the stable. You mentioned the other engines that you guys lease out as well. It's, at your stage of the game, what keeps you engaged and wanting to continue to keep the level of success that you've had?
Yeah, I think ultimately for anybody to truly be most successful in what they do and enjoy it, you've got to have a passion for it. And I think we're just constantly driven to try to improve what we do, to compete and to be better, the next race, the next week, whatever that might be.
It's so competitive.
And, it is. It's just the amount of the level of competition is extremely tough. It takes our very best, and it takes everybody working together. And the true joy I think that we all have is accomplishing things as a team and being able to share overcoming the challenges by working together.
And it never gets easier. It seems like, when you started moving south in the 90s, the engines were a certain way, and then they, things evolve, and you're constantly having to stay on top of, a very competitive situation. Not only the engines change, but the teams catch up with you. And, Scott, I know we've taken a little bit of your time today. I know you probably have to get back and prepare for the race this week, because someone probably figured something out in the last 15 minutes to make their race cars faster.
We have teams right now that I know are making late changes because we identify areas that we can be better, or we find potential, point for a point of concern with a component. So we've got cars that are getting final preparations and set up, and we'll be loading up tomorrow, I believe, to head to the racetrack.
All right, Scott, best of luck this weekend. And thank you so much for your time. Vice President of Powertrain over at Hendrick Motorsports and Maine. Hey, Scott, thank you for joining the show.
Thank you very much, Andy. Appreciate it. Look forward to coming back to New England.
It's 207-324-1220 if you want to connect with tonight's show. Deb, who's bringing us the show here tonight?
Tonight we are.
All right, so it's Rejuvenate Canna. Also Dow Excavating
I couldn't say the sponsor.
New Hampshire Motor Speedway, home of the Mobile One 301. We have some more results, and we're back to wrap the show up after these. It is Mainly Motorsports on Seacoast Oldies.
Retired doesn't mean you're done. If you've still got the drive, Dow Excavating has the wheel. Dow Excavating of Hollis is searching for a part-time CDL driver. You'll drive parts of York and Cumberland counties. Local routes for a family company with local roots. Competitive pay for someone who's put in the miles and enjoying the ride of life. Find more information at DowExcavatingInc.com. That's DowExcavatingInc.com. Dow Excavating is an equal opportunity employer.
The NASCAR playoffs return to New Hampshire Motor Speedway September 19th to 21st. This year, it's going to be wicked faster and wicked funner. 3 days of racing, camping, concerts, and fireworks. Grab your friends or make some new ones. And when the checkered flag drops, one driver takes home the giant lobster. Don't miss New England's biggest race weekend, the NASCAR Playoffs, September 19th through 21st. Get your tickets now at nhms.com.
Getting older doesn't have to feel like it's a constant battle. Rejuvenate Canna offers natural relief, thoughtfully made, just for you. No pills, and you don't have to go through a series of specialists to get the relief you need. Rejuvenate Canna supplies dispensaries with the highest quality handcrafted flour across the Northeast. Connect with Rejuvenate Canna on Facebook and Instagram and stay connected for a new chapter of Rejuvenate. But more on that later. Rejuvenate Canna. Quality, care, consistency.
And now, back to Mainly Motorsports.
Oh, yeah, we're back. I'm looking at Greg.
What did we?
Well, it's because I'm supposed to be talking, I guess.
You don't even know what I was thinking.
Oh,
No, I can't imagine.
I'll tell
Hey, you
you
know
in a
what I
minute.
got? I got the results
Let's
from
go.
Speedway 95 the other
Awesome.
night. Saturday night. I wish I was there. I was at
We all
Star
were there.
Friday.
Yeah.
Speedway 95 Saturday.
You were.
These fellas were too. Oh, fellas, Deb, fella. Cage runners, Seth Woodard from Plymouth. Are now street stock 75 lapper. Jeffrey Alley of Machias got it, and I think that was like his first victory. He had a pretty good speech on the front stretch.
Yeah.
R&R,
He's been working hard at it, you know. And then Evan Bolio from Durham
Yeah.
picks up the Granite State. Evan is on point at
He's
Speedway
busy.
95.
He owns Speedway
Speedway
95.
And he
95,
beat
owns it.
Hopkins on a late restart,
Yeah.
you know. So
It
It was such a great race.
Yeah, Evan from lap 50 on was the best car in late race caution, and I caught up with Mike Hopkins after I talked to him, and he says, you know, it was good that not good that he finished second, but he says, you know, last year him and Evan got together in one of those Granite State races, you know, and just unfortunate, you know, just a little mix up. So it was kind of redundant that Evan, what?
No, go on.
Oh yeah,
She's trying
this
to
is
correct
my
the
life,
speech.
guys. This is my life. I eat wrong. I snore wrong. I walk wrong.
You probably
You don't,
should wear your
use, you don't
CPAP.
use the proper words all
Oh,
the time.
who cares?
Anyway,
who cares?
go on.
we know it's a Steveism.
Yeah, Steveism.
Steveism, okay.
Listen.
Go on. Anyway.
Oh, frustrated now. No, you finish it. I'm just going home.
No, Hopkins was
cares?
gracious.
Yeah. Is that the word I should have used? Gracious.
Anyway.
Gracious. Gracious.
You know
Gracious
what?
arborist.
You know what was gracious was Ricky Craven making a presence,
Wasn't
walking
that
around.
walking
awesome?
around.
He went to almost every
single team
and
there.
talked and asked questions, and
Yeah.
it was pretty
And
cool.
can I just say one thing? For a man who's, 60? He kept saying he was 60. I've usually just see Photoshop. That man is a good-looking man.
Ricky Craven.
Ricky Craven.
Watch
Slow
out,
down,
Ryan
Skippy.
Littlefield.
Look, Ryan Littlefield,
you're on the out.
Skippy.
I'm just telling you, he is
the
in
best-looking redhead
He
in
is in
Maine?
shape. He is a good-looking man.
Whew.
Just saying.
Sunday.
Your husband lost 100 pounds.
I know. I
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Jelly Roll lost 200, but like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
there.
you know.
All the Sunday, all she was talking about was Adam Chadbourne and his
he's got piercings.
He's got piercings.
Is
Right?
this the first time you've noticed that Adam Chad?
Oh, no,
Oh, I
that's all-
don't see him shirtless usually.
Like,
Usually, so there's been another occasion.
and I was gonna stay off it. We went 50, 4 minutes before I bring up Fred, but I'm bringing him up.
I asked you not to.
I know, but nope, you got to bring up every other guy in your life. I'm bringing up that one. We had a Fred sighting Friday night. He had to come up and see her at Star.
Stop it.
Right?
Well, they have children together, Steve.
I know. They co-parent well. But Fred, we better stick your game up. We got Adam Chadwick.
You know where?
We got Ricky
You know where
Craven.
you'll probably
They're all
see
coming.
Fred this Friday night?
Where?
At Lee Speedway for the Keen Pride.
Yes, it's going to be a big race up there.
150
Yeah.
presented by Keen Pride.
I'll make sure she saves you a seat, Fred.
Stop it.
I ain't even going.
Oh, please.
Huh? We got Adam Chadwell, we got Ricky Craven, we got Fred. I used to be on the podium. That's what I used to say with my ex-in-laws, right?
Oh, my
There was
gosh.
4 son-in-laws, right?
Are we
4
gonna talk
son-in-laws.
about Lee
and I'd
in
say,
the race?
I'm number 4. I don't care. I'm number 4. I never
I'm
made
sure
the
that
podium.
Archie would like us to promote this
I
race,
know,
but he's
because
probably
I
enjoying this
promised
part of
Archie last night that
Archie's
we-
laughing.
Oh, now we
his tail
got
off
Archie.
right
She was
now.
talking to Archie last night.
Archie's a good-looking man, too.
Oh,
So,
jeez.
You know what makes
Dude,
me
you're gonna be
feel
bounced
good?
out of the top 10.
You know what makes me feel good, Andy? She's never said that about me.
I think you're good-looking.
Oh, you do not
But I
either. You
think
think he's a sloth. You think he's a
I
sloth.
do not.
So Archie,
No, that's
the King
me.
Cup.
Yeah, because
The King Cup.
Yeah, I
they
ain't-
got some sweet.
I ain't no Scott Lamb.
No.
Well, I love Scott, too,
Scottalina. No, she likes a man that's got a feminine side. That's what she really likes.
No, I
You
don't.
want a man to smell good. Is that
I
wrong
do.
with that?
It wouldn't that be nice?
What's Steve smell like?
So listen,
Fries?
Ricky,
I
Ricky
have some-
Craven. Listen, Ricky Craven. One thing you have to fix is your concessions. They sell cream horns.
No.
Of course,
Oh,
food's
no,
involved.
no.
Cream horns.
I
with
watched this man
not
eat.
cream in them.
No,
some
it was-
other stuff.
It was a cream horn, and I could see it had the little raspberry swirl filling.
Oh,
in
that
it.
was probably good.
So he was eating it.
was
I'm not
raspberry
kidding
swirl.
you. This is a man who
No
does
doubt.
not eat anything fruity. Nothing,
No.
right? I'm watching him eat it, and I'm
He
like,
had a McDonald's apple pie last
No, I
year,
didn't.
right?
no,
No.
no. So he's eating it, and he's eating it, and he's.
She's asked me. She goes, "That lobster roll?" And I go, "No." She
'Cause I
goes,
can
"Look,
see
it's
the
Lobster
color."
tail. That's what
Lobster
they call
tail,
them.
yeah.
So
he's
I go,
looking.
no.
He goes, no, it's okay.
it must be the tint
So-
off the light. So I'm looking at it,
and
right?
he's
and I
still
go,
eating it, and I know he's eating raspberry, and I'm like, okay. He gets down to maybe a quarter of it left, and he's like, oh my god, there's fruit in this.
Oh, I was mortified. I was going right back down the
Did you
concession.
break out in hives?
No, I was going to the concession. We was having words.
One, like Ricky did walking around and stuff and talk to him a little bit, but like one of the, like it got me excited to see what
You got
he's
Deb
gonna
excited
bring.
too.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Because he's wearing a tight T-shirt, so the abs are
can.
showing out. And,
Well, when
oh
you-
yeah,
when
so
you
I
look
gotta.
like
no,
that-
I'll be wearing a two. Everybody, I'll be wearing an extra large shirt
Oh,
at Lee
no,
Friday night.
no.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Please
excited to
Please
see
do.
what he's got for plans to
Yeah.
Oh
No, he's
You know,
bringing
he's-
all positive up
yeah,
there.
it's going to be
great.
good. So
But
yeah,
let's go back
enough
to
about
Archie's
Ricky
race.
and Debbie.
Let's go back to Archie.
So,
Team
yeah.
Potch is sponsoring this 150 lap race. Tyler Reddick.
So yeah, it should be a good field.
10
of-
grand
on
to
the
win.
outside.
10 grand to
10
win.
grand to win.
Some nice hardware put up by Archie and Tom Keene. So, which is pretty unique relationship when you think about it. Tom Keene jumped on board with Archie back in the when Archie was at the top level with the
Yeah.
Cup deal,
And
then when
they've
Archie
remained together,
came back, Tom came back with him, and he travels around and they
Yeah.
sponsor his race team and sponsor some races, and Tom will be around there.
I think
and
they
just some-
sponsor like Fast Time Awards and the
yeah,
ASA tour.
and every year they sponsor a day at our go-kart track
Right.
where we give the kids Keen Cups and
Yeah.
just to be involved in short
All
track
aspects
racing.
of it,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Just
Great
you know,
guy.
they just enjoying it.
We're throwing out the Marco talk because he was up the Speedway 95 announcing.
the 95.
Yeah. We're going to have Marco on this one of
I
these
cannot
weeks.
wait. You guys got to go back and listen to Open Trailer Podcast.
I'm
Marco
gonna have
was-
to
I think he was one
listen
of the
to that.
final guests
Yeah.
on the show. Amazing stories about just hanging out, like hitchhiking from Vermont to Harvard Square. Why not? And knocking on the door of Val Lasser saying, hey, can I get a job at Speedway Scene? And for anyone under the age of 35, Speedway Scene,
They
Doesn't
don't know what
even
it
know.
is.
right,
Yeah.
it was such the Bible.
That
of
was?
New England.
Oh my god!
There was no
when
internet.
we moved,
No,
I got
there was
rid of
no
it.
internet.
I had
There was
so
no
many
this.
of them.
No,
Yeah.
it was. I used to literally
Couldn't wait to get it.
till the
Thursday.
mail on Friday. I would get
You
it
get it on
Friday.
Friday?
Yeah, we got it Thursday. Yeah.
Literally
Yeah, on Thursday, too.
Yeah.
couldn't wait.
He
till
lived in
Friday.
the boonies. We lived in Sanford.
Oh, you were the high rent district.
Yep.
I was in the slums.
I was up on. I was up
Up in
on
Springvale.
11A.
So we got the
I was in the
10,000.
village of Sanford,
So-
not Sanford.
So we got the 10,000 to win. It's a Granite State race,
Yep.
correct?
Yep.
10,000 to win, 150 Lee Speedway.
Yeah.
Friday
They
night.
put on a killer
White
show,
Mountain.
those.
White Mountain's got some stuff going on.
Saturday
Yeah.
night. Yeah.
I'll be Lee Friday, White Mountain Saturday.
Yeah. Same.
What predictions?
Oh, yeah, I'll take the Granite State race.
That's what I'm talking
Hello.
about.
Was he racing?
Hellawell?
Yeah.
He probably will. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going
You?
to go with him. I
But-
like Casey Call, too, though. Casey Call. Evan runs okay there.
I'm taking
No.
Joey.
You know,
I'm taking Joey.
Okay. Yeah, no, Joey's a safe bet. All right, so who's going to run second to Deb? Steve. Nope, you're running fifth.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
If we're not locking anybody in really. So
Well,
I mean,
who do you think?
Little,
there's a
little
few.
Jimmy,
Renfrew's running?
Nick Cusack.
Is Nick
Oh,
running?
you know.
That's the cool thing
Corey's
about-
always good there.
Yeah, he won
Nick
last
is
year.
good there. You know.
Yeah, Nick is good there.
I don't know what car Cole's taking, but Cole will
The
be
one that
there.
runs
Yeah.
now at this point.
I'm going with Connor. So
Oh, Connor's running it too?
yeah.
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 Oh, wow.
Because they've gone through a few cars. Yeah, he's always fast there, too. So, I mean, we can't tell you. That's why you need to get there.
Who's going to
on
win the
Friday
Cup
night.
race?
Chris Bell. It's going to be a JGR car. They own that track. I mean, with all due respect to our guest, Scott Maxim, JGR's had such a lock on there. And there was a piece, I remember watching the Xfinity race a number of years ago and sitting on the backstretch, and I just watched Chris Bell, and I just, sometimes you just watch a guy get a line, and he hadn't even blown up in the Cup yet. And I thought, this guy has this place figured out. And I know a fraction of what most people know when it comes to, driving style and racing and whatnot. But,
But
I
you
could just
think he's
tell,
got it.
he's got it. And he's coming off the win last week
Yeah.
at Bristol, where,
It's a playoff race, so
Yeah.
winner locks if they're in the
Goes to the
playoffs.
next
To
round.
the next
Yeah,
round.
so I say Chris Bell.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Well, neither one are in the chase, but I'd
The
go
chase. They haven't had the chase for
cha-
like
or in
10
the
years.
in the in the
the
running
playoffs.
in the playoffs. I'm gonna go with Brad Keselowski.
Yeah. He's never really done well there, but I can see.
Shout out Mike Christopher Jr. making his truck debut in a
Yeah.
truck for Hallmark.
Oh, and Modifieds on Saturday morning.
Saturday morning,
That's
can't
gonna be a
wait.
killer show.
Yeah.
Doug
Yep.
Kobe's coming
Doug's
back.
back. Yeah.
Speaking because Mike Christopher drove the 7 car
Uh-huh.
a couple years ago, so Kobe's going to be in there. Woody Pitcat's going to be running the 82 like it's 2002.
Yeah.
2 all over again.
And
So that's cool.
it's a big
And
deal
well,
for
Andy Zeiss is
And
coming
Sandy
up.
Seiss is back.
Yeah.
So that's again going to be the race
There's
of the
going to
weekend.
be. I can't wait. It's
and
my
a big
favorite
deal
one.
to Team EJP as the truck sponsor.
Yeah,
you know
that's huge.
And obviously a longtime supporter of the Northeast Motorsports Expo, and talking to Stephen Prescott a few months ago. We were just talking about things, and he said, we've done your show for years, obviously been involved in motorsports. The 2 things that we stepped out to do this year and sign a commitment with was to sign on with your little go-kart track in Richmond, and we signed on with New Hampshire Motor Speedway. So it was pretty cool to have that
Alright.
conversation with them.
Both sides, yep.
Those were the 2 things that they did. So
Well, that's cool. Get out and support a racetrack. Thanks to our sponsors, New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
I think it's funny nobody picked Tyler Reddick for.
Oh, how
Granite
he
State.
does very well there.
He finished second the last time he raced there.
Oh, did he?
Casey Call
You mean-
beat him.
oh, you
but
mean- no,
Casey,
oh, you mean
Casey
Lee.
Call
I
beat him
thought
by
you
New
meant
Hampshire.
Lee,
Okay.
Yeah, we're talking Lee.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah, no, you can't count him out either. He's,
No.
he's
I'm
really
still
good.
going Joey.
You know what? I gained a ton of respect for him that night. I called that race. And Casey, I love Casey Call. I think he's a great, I say young talent. They're all that age at this point. But Tyler could have won that race by just moving
ruining him.
away.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
didn't.
Didn't, and he
Right.
didn't have to, and he let the local guy have his moment and
That
get
was
the
classy.
money. And
Yep.
I thought it was just. I've been a fan of his since he was in the Xfinity days. He's working with Derek, and I always thought those two had a really good connection. Tyler Reddick, Derek Nealon, and that just made me gain more respect for him that night. So,
yeah.
definitely.
When they don't have to do the right things because
Yeah.
you know what I
Just
mean.
walk
That's
away.
right.
They're leaving.
Nobody
Yeah.
has
They
to.
don't care.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
no,
they don't
that
have
was,
to.
That was classy.
Well, that will just about wrap up our show here for tonight. Hate to cut you guys off, but it's going to be a lot of fun this weekend. Make sure you get out and support a racetrack. Thanks to Rejuvenate Canna. They're getting ready to open their brand new retail location over there in Parsonsfield in about 6 to 8 weeks. Dow Excavating Inc. Looking for that CDL driver, and just go support Matt and his crew. You get some house work that you need done. Go see those guys. They can definitely take care of you in York County and in Cumberland County as well. And New Hampshire Motor Speedway for giving us Scott Maxim. David McGrath's going to be on my morning show tomorrow. That's right here on this radio station, York County's morning show. So he's going to be on tomorrow morning right around 8 o'clock.
Will he be talking about the Mobile One 301?
Hopefully he won't be talking about how he piled it in at turn number 2, and not many people know about that. But maybe we shouldn't talk about that. Anyway, for Debbie, Steve, and Greg, I'm Andy Austin. Have yourself a great night. It's Mainly Motorsports on Seacoast Oldies. I believe we're going to be able to start, but the curse of the Microsoft computer, has the blue circle going around and around. So I don't know if when it hits play, if it doesn't do anything, we got to talk for a little while, okay?
Okay.
And now it's just not doing anything because the computer froze up.
So what's that mean?
You guys keep on talking.
Keep
I'll
on
figure
talking.
it out.
All right.
Talking? What do we talk about?
I have no idea. You guys, I kind of cut you guys off. It seemed like you had about 7 different, minutes of conversation.
We're still going?
Yeah, just keep on going. So
how many people liked and stuff on that?
we got. Oh yeah. Well, let's get one more rally on that one too, because we had some people come in, but I'm going to award someone on Instagram and also for Facebook. If you like us in the next couple of minutes, you'll be in the running as a new follower, and we'll get you hooked up with tickets to the New Hampshire Motor Speedway for the Mobile One 301. So I'm gonna, as soon as this computer starts.
So you guys are going to White Mountain Saturday night?
Yeah.
We're going to leave Friday?
Yeah.
Anybody want to judge a apple dessert contest on Saturday morning over in Alfred?
No.
Oh, because we're going.
We'll be at Loudon.
10 in the morning?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
the
it's a mod race. Yeah. So I'm not on the mod race, but I'll be judging a pie contest.
Oh. Well, he wouldn't eat.
What's your favorite kind of pie, Steve?
Remember that?
I have no idea.
I do. I just can't say anything.
Greg ruined it.
Well, hey.
We'd have been kicked off the air sooner.
I kind of, yeah.
I have to send our engineer a text message unless he's listening right now. Which he
Chocolate.
often does.
Please help me.
Our computer's just frozen and I can't. This is the worst nightmare for a radio personality. So back in the day, we used to have the dream, the nightmare, where, and everybody who's been on the air has had this dream, where when we had CDs behind us and we had records and what they called tarts, you would have the dream where you would look to the left, look to the right. I know I got that backwards, but whatever. And there would be nothing there, and then you would have to fill the time. Well, nowadays, we don't have physical media in the studio anymore. So now it's what happens when the computer goes down, and it just decides it's going to start a Temptation song in the middle of it, because I don't know whatever happened. We got it all figured out. Computer rebooted.
All right.
And we're ready to go.
Out.
Thanks for joining us on Mainly Motorsports on Seacoast Oldies. Have a great night.
Phew.